Hello, everyone. This is John.
This is Murat.
We're back as Hits of Our Lives. And before we begin, I'd like to remind you all that we are on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, and on YouTube. So follow us, subscribe to us, and leave your comments. We are eager to hear from you.
Also, please don't forget to follow us on our socials on YouTube, on Instagram, TikTok, and on X. And also, thank you so much for all the love you've shown us throughout the
Exactly.
week. And we're definitely looking out for all of the comments, trying to make this better and better every week. And we're so excited to start this week's episode because we've got so much to talk about.
Exactly. We are on this period where Christmas songs are making a splash and they've started getting those streams. And meanwhile, there's a showdown at the top of the charts. It's the Fate of Ophelia versus Golden. It's still on. The war is on. And we've got some news. And let's talk about it. Let's talk numbers. And the predictions say that Golden is taking the crown this week. Is it happening?
Oh wow. Wow. I think that's still, I think, not in the books, not in theories, not in practice. I think we still can say it for sure because we're talking about Taylor Swift. I mean, anything
Exactly.
can happen. We saw it time and time again throughout all of these years. And just look at last week. I mean,
Yeah.
again, the predictions were showing Golden ahead and just with a little margin ahead of the fate of Ophelia. But then Taylor Swift released new versions only available for US items. And
Yeah.
then what happened? Bam! The Fate of Ophelia capped #1 again. So, of course, we're currently at this time of the recording, we're on Wednesday. And I mean, it's just only 2 days, a little bit
Yeah.
less than 2 days till the end of the tracking week. So, only limited time, but I mean, anything can happen, right?
Exactly. I mean, this is Taylor we're talking about. So tonight something might come, another remix, another version, another vinyl, another physical release. So I don't think she's gonna give it up. But we've been talking about the vinyls being shipped like 2 weeks from now or 10 days from now.
Yeah.
So she's planning ahead.
Yeah,
So smart. Yeah.
definitely. For example, look at last week, just between only available between Thursday and Friday. She released CDs on her website for the Fate of Ophelia to be shipped
Mhm.
starting November 14th. So that is like 2 weeks ahead of the current
Exactly.
tracking week. So she's like planning that time, thinking that probably the streams, the points might fall, so she might need to compensate that. So for a
Yeah.
person, for a team that is planning so far ahead, I still feel like it is so unlikely for her to plan something for this week because I mean this week was Halloween.
Yeah, Golden was in many theaters, and of course, it's one of its actually better weeks compared to
Hmm.
other weeks. So Golden has increased in streaming, particularly, and on radio. It keeps its position. So this is like the best week for Golden.
Yeah,
So next week we might see Ophelia getting back on top if it falls down, of course.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so there might be like one week Golden, 1 week Ophelia. We might see that before Christmas. So the showdown is gonna continue, it seems.
Definitely, definitely. And I think also maybe we can I think mention how in my humble opinion the box office did not go as well as they probably predicted it would.
Mm.
Because when we look at the numbers, during what happened during the weekend, during the Halloween weekend, although it was, with a massive release, even bigger than what they did in August with the sing along when they released in theaters, because this was in AMC, the biggest theater, probably one of the biggest theater chains in the US. It didn't come up with the biggest numbers. So it was more, of course, it's still big, but it was more of a modest one. So I think maybe. For a weekend like Halloween, people just didn't want to go inside of a theater and sing along
Yeah.
to a movie that they already watched before.
Yeah, I mean, they can already watch the movie at home. I mean, they probably did. And why would they go back to the movie theaters again on Halloween?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't seem like the smartest move, but it helped,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, it helps. It helps. And also, I mean, the sing-alongs are also were made available a couple of months ago on
Yeah.
digital as well with the deluxe versions.
Hmm.
It was also one of the movements that we talked about to bring K-pop Demon Hunters to a top of Billboard 200. Especially during the weekends, Golden saw a surge. It toppled the Fate of Ophelia from number
Yeah.
one on Spotify mainly.
Mhm.
But now, when the weekdays started, the Fate of Ophelia got back to number ones on all of the streaming platforms, especially US Apple Music, US
Uh-huh.
Spotify, Global Spotify, etc.
It's probably the Halloween effect,
Yeah,
but it's not gonna continue, of course.
yeah,
So whatever Taylor's gonna do, she has to do it like now.
yeah,
We might hear some news after the
yeah,
episode. That's what
yeah,
I'm
definitely.
expecting.
Definitely.
So
We're definitely going all eyes on the socials of the Taylor Nation. I think, I mean, not just us, probably everyone
everyone, every
curious,
chart,
especially Swifties.
exactly. So to sum up the charts this week, which was announced yesterday, the whole chart, Fate of Ophelia got its fourth week at number 1, and so did the album. So for a month now, Taylor has been on top on Billboard 200 and Billboard Hot 100.
Yeah,
That didn't change. And
yeah,
in top 10, though, some things happened. Of course, Golden is number 2. Ordinary is still there at number 3. At this point, Ordinary doesn't seem to be uh, going, I mean, giving up its
mm,
position because of radio. Actually, it has decent streams, but
yeah,
radio isn't giving up on Ordinary. So
yeah,
there's like a bit of a gap between Ordinary and Opalite, number 4.
yeah,
And I
yeah,
wonder if there's ever gonna be another song
yeah.
that's gonna topple Ordinary. What do you think?
I think if there is a song that can do that, I think it's definitely Oppolites. I mean,
Yeah,
other than, of course, we're talking about the a song other than the Fate of Ophelia Golden, of course. We're talking
yeah,
about the songs below that top three. I think it's Oppolites, definitely, because we've seen it becoming like a huge virality thing on TikTok. I mean, the number of videos posted on TikTok using Oppolite is even higher than those use of the Fatal Ophelia.
yeah.
I think it's definitely, in terms of streaming number wise, I think it's one of the best non-single songs I think Taylor Swift has released up to now. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I also agree. I mean, last week we talked about
Yeah,
Opalite and how it would be a wild idea to release it as a single now. But of course, that's wild. That would be wild. And
yeah,
but after January, when things,
yeah,
I mean, when Christmas songs leave the chart, it's gonna be really interesting to see who comes out on top.
yeah,
And with a genius move to release Opalite as a single, Taylor might get back to number 1. So that would be
yeah,
a good idea.
yeah,
Uh, and at number
definitely.
5, we're seeing Olivia Dean, who got her first top
Mm,
5 hit.
yeah,
Uh,
wow, wow.
congrats to her.
Definitely, definitely. I think Olivia Dean is, I think, having the moment I think she deserved for so long. I think the album, The Art of Loving, I mean, we've been talking about it so
Yeah,
much on this
every
podcast.
week.
It's like we're showing all of the love of The Art of Loving for Olivia Dean. But I mean, she definitely deserves it.
Exactly. And when we move below the chart, we see daisies and mutt. Actually, these two songs have something in common.
Yeah,
Uh, Radio is driving the success of these songs on the charts. So without radio, their streams are a bit lower, and they wouldn't be in top 10 probably. So we
yeah,
still see those songs at top 10 thanks to
yeah,
radio.
yeah,
Ordinary as well, but Ordinary has decent streams. But those three songs have this in common, actually.
yeah, definitely.
Uh,
I think we're, one of the reasons I think for that is, as we've talked about, I think this year, so much of this podcast is streaming. They're so low this year.
yeah,
And radio has become, I think, so strong, especially this year, because streams has become so low. And I think people, again, as we've talked before on this podcast, people are more kind of leaning towards comfort streaming, I
yeah,
think, rather than discovering. So I think it becomes, radio becomes such a critical strategy for this, especially this year. What do you think?
definitely. Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this a lot. The
Yeah,
radio's power is still on, and though I mean, people might think that radio is old news, but it isn't, and it is a really huge determinant of what becomes a hit. And in today's world, streaming isn't the only power, and radio has significant effect on charts. And we're gonna be still seeing that effect for years to come. Of course, unless Billboard changes its rules.
yeah.
Another song that we see having a success is "It Depends" by Chris Brown and Bryson Tiller. So
Mm,
this song doesn't have the streams to get to top 10 or top 20 without radio. It wouldn't be there.
yeah,
So that's
yeah.
another song.
Yeah, or like for example, it's like top 10 on radio, but we don't see
Yeah,
the song on US Spotify. It is
yeah,
currently around number 80 on US Apple Music. So it
mhm,
is currently lifted only by radio. And of course, I mean, also we've heard a lot of discussions again this year, like if a song is only popular on radio but not on streaming, quote unquote, does that song deserve that success?
yeah,
I mean, I think, of course, radio is still a component. I mean, as long as Billboard charts say it is the component of to be considered as a hit, then it's a element, of course. So, I mean, congrats to all the songs who gets
exactly.
those numbers with radio.
Yeah, that's a huge debate that we can talk about for hours and hours. But yeah, radio is still there and it will be there. It is important, of course. So let's talk about another song, Folded by Kehlani.
Yeah,
Kehlani got her first top 10 hit on Billboard Hot 100
yeah,
after so
yeah,
many years, like 10 years.
yeah,
She finally got it on her own.
yeah,
And
yeah.
Folded is a great song. It's like pure R&B.
Hmm.
And so it's a great week for Kehlani and for R&B fans
Definitely.
to get that top 10 hit. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I know so doing that, paying homage to all of those artists
Uh,
who were predecessors and who were like one of the biggest artists of R&B before her, and doing that in such a respectful way, and doing with such a song that is, I think, both current and also,
yeah,
living in the crevices of the traditional R&B that we
yeah.
love, but also still so modern. I mean, it's so hard not to adore.
For those who don't know, she released a remix pack featuring artists like Tony Braxton, Brandy, JoJo, who has Mario.
Yeah,
There's this homage pack that she released last week.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that contributed to its success, but it was already successful before that.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Uh, for R&B to get back to top 10 is huge news. I mean, it's not just Kehlani.
Yeah,
We have Mutt by Leon
yeah,
Thomas, which has been a huge hit this
yeah,
year.
yeah,
Uh, we have It Depends by Chris Brown, as we talked about. It's
yeah,
not top 10 yet, but it's getting closer. And Men
yeah,
I Need by Olivia Dean as well. It's not pure
yeah,
R&B, but it's it is so
yeah,
R&B and soul, maybe like jazz
yeah,
soul.
yeah.
And so
Yeah.
it has been a great week for R&B.
Yeah, I think, it is so, I think, in a sense, again, important to kind of note the trend that we're experiencing. I mean, for example, last week we talked about
Yeah,
how rap is not on top 40 since 1990s for the first time. But now also, again, after, such a long time, we're seeing so many R&B hits that are either carried by streaming or radio or both.
yeah,
So, I mean, people are definitely showing the love. I mean, the genre is definitely, I think, coming back. And I think people are definitely going back probably to a time where they want to kind of hear the sounds that they probably loved so much before. Because, I mean, we witnessed those 1990s, 2000s where it was super
yeah.
strong.
Exactly. I mean, Folded reminds me of early 2000s, and Men I Need reminds me of 90s or even
Yeah,
times before that.
yeah,
We had Raven Laney with Love Me Not, which was
yeah,
reminiscent of 60s and 70s soul.
yeah,
So there's like a homage, and there are some nostalgic elements in these songs, and people are loving it. And rap,
yeah,
on the other hand, probably is going through this decline, or like people aren't excited about it as before, I guess. And
yeah,
none of the drivers of that genre are
yeah.
releasing anything at the moment. There's no Drake, there's no Kendrick Lamar at the moment, or Travis Scott. So maybe if they release something, we might see it coming back, but without the huge drivers of the genre, I think it doesn't have the effect that it used to have.
Yeah. For example, currently Megan Thee Stallion is currently carrying the genre on Billboard Hot
Exactly.
100, getting a song back on top 40 after a
Yeah.
dry 2 weeks.
And it debuted at number 38 or so. It's like
Yeah.
barely made it to the top 40. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
And I
interesting.
mean, the song is currently not as stable on US Apple Music as it was when it was released,
Mhm.
because we also talked about on our socials how it was a top 10, for example, on US Apple Music when it came. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it is also a question if it is going to be able to hold top 40. So, I mean, we may not see rap again for the other week.
Yeah, without the huge drivers, like I said, we might not see it coming back for
Yeah.
some time to come. What's actually exciting is Ray,
Mm.
who is like who makes soul music or like R&B as well. With
Hmm.
Where's My Husband? Was that the song?
Yeah, yeah,
uh, yeah, I mean that is doing very well. It did well in UK, and it's going well. It's going to do some sort of moment in US as well. The
yeah,
numbers show
definitely,
that. Yeah, I
definitely.
mean, we might see it becoming a hit after Christmas. Probably it might peak after Christmas. What I'm expecting is that, but
Yeah, yeah,
it
definitely.
has some legs.
Definitely. And I think it's definitely again part of the surge of R&B and
Yeah,
also soul music. Also, I think a bit of pop influences here and there.
yeah,
So I think, currently we're seeing Where Is My Husband cracking top 10 on global Spotify, it being number
yeah,
9 currently at the time of this recording. So, or like number 3 on UK Spotify.
yeah,
So, I mean, we're talking about huge numbers for Ray. And also, I think it's very interesting how, these also British artists are like coming back to US charts, also not US,
yeah.
but also the global charts.
Global charts.
Uh, yeah. For example, we were seeing that before with a lot of British bands of indie artists, like doing indie alternative music back like 20, 25 years ago, then in
Yeah,
2010s with Adele, etc. But I think it was kind of some time since we've seen that after, for example, like Ed Sheeran, etc. So I think it's really great to have
it's very
diversity
exciting.
on Billboard charts.
Exactly. I mean, Olivia Dean is such an exciting artist. Ray as well, and Ray has been doing well for over like 5 years now.
Yeah,
And you can see that these are artists that are gonna have some longevity because they write their
yeah,
own music, they have their own sound, so it's definitely exciting to be following them, to be hearing from them.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, anything to add?
So I think what I also find currently a little perplexing. It might be a little bit of a controversial topic, but I think we still need to talk about it because I mean we're when we're talking about R&B, when we're talking about the surge of R&B right now, I mean we talked about all of these songs that were written, recorded by actual artists, but in this age of AI. We're currently witnessing the
Yeah,
rise of an AI artist doing huge surges, especially on R&B radio. That is, I think, still a little bewildering to me.
exactly. It's such a controversial topic. And this artist is called Xania Monet, and she debuted at multiple Billboard charts. So we're
Yeah,
seeing an AI artist on Billboard charts now. And
yeah,
I listened to the song, and you can't understand that it's AI. I mean, it's very interesting. It's so disturbing in a sense, and you can't help but think if this is the future. Uh, and Kehlani just like a month ago stated her opinion on this matter, and she's so right that we cannot actually uh, cancel this. Like we cannot do anything about this, but it is here to stay. Seems.
yeah, yeah, definitely. I think, of course, I mean, in this age of AI, it is really almost impossible to forget the fact how it is changing our lives, is shifting a lot of industries, and how it's so critical. But I think in the music industry, I think it is, in my humble opinion, it's very critical to at least set some guardrails to protect the intellectual rights of artists. And I think
Mhm.
also that's what Kehlani is talking about, because these all of these large language models that AI is learning from is potentially and most probably doing that thanks to all of the songs that were
Yeah,
released before and are released currently. And so she's kind of in the sense that referring to the fact that like the song was, in a sense derived from all of those R&B songs, but there is no credits to those artists.
exactly.
Does that make sense? Is that fair? I mean, of course, I mean, intellectual property rights is a topic that, is coming like almost like naturally attached to AI right now. So I think on this topic, I'm definitely we at least the all of these institutions that are responsible, the professions of music industry should definitely set some guardrails to protect artists.
Exactly. I mean, this reminds me of the times when digital was breaking through. We've had Napster, and we had these piracy issues, and everybody was talking against those. And the music industry somehow found a way. It was nearing a collapse, actually, and now AI is that threat.
Yeah,
So, like you said, there needs to be something to be done and something to stop this discouraging the current artists. I mean, I've sensed that discouragement in Kehlani's voice, and Billboard allowing these songs to chart is another issue. Uh, Maybe for the publicity of it all, and they're gonna continue doing this, and we might see
Yeah,
maybe
and
a number one song, which is AI. So that is sad. That would be sad.
yeah. I think the writer behind this AI artist, Xania Monet, is explicitly stating how they're also super passionate about bringing the song
Yeah,
to upper echelons of the charts. So, and I
yeah,
think also their rights, they're right, they have the right to when bigger numbers, like bigger ranks on Billboard, they have, of course, they have all the rights because I mean, the current rules are allowing them to do this, and they're doing this. They're playing a fair game. They're very open about what they're doing, and I have. With current, I mean, in my humble opinion, I have no problem with what they're doing because they're playing a fair game with the rules that they're allowed to play in. So, but I think it definitely sets for a very controversial, and it opens the lane for even I think more dangerous situations, making all of the intellectual property rights of artists at risk.
exactly. Maybe there should be a chart in the future that only
Mhm.
AI songs can enter. So I mean, these are things that could be done without discouraging the artists. So that is
Yeah,
what is sad about it. Actually, I agree with you. There's nothing wrong with what they're
yeah,
doing. They're using technology,
yeah,
and it's here to stay. So you can't stop
yeah,
this thing. Uh,
yeah,
but you can stop actually some things to not to discourage these artists from making
yeah,
their own music.
yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
definitely, definitely. Well, we're definitely moving towards very interesting times
exactly.
on charts.
Let's get back to real artists. Rosalia is coming back with another album in less than 48
Mm.
hours now. She had this song Berkane. How is it pronounced? Berkane. Yeah,
Okay.
uh, that made some huge splash on social media. I mean, I've seen everyone sharing the song, and the album is gonna be a hit. It seems. The song was the top debut on Spotify,
Mm.
actually, so it's doing extremely well. So
Mm. Wow,
that
wow.
seems to be the top release this week.
Yeah, and also I think quite another exciting release that we're expecting is Katy Perry's Band Aids.
Yeah, I
Were we
mean,
expecting that?
no, not at all. I mean, she is dating Justin, and then she's on tour. That's what we knew. I mean, and then she started
Yeah,
teasing stuff, and people were like, "This
yeah,
can't be a new song. This is probably she's probably gonna release a video for an older song." But now she's releasing a new single, and
yeah,
I can't even imagine what it's gonna sound like. I mean,
yeah,
what do we expect from Katy Perry at this point in her career?
yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
after what happened
I
with her last album, One for Tree, I mean, what's gonna happen? I mean, definitely, just again as a charts fan, it was really great to have Katy Perry as this juggernaut persona, with having all of her songs being so strong on charts. So, just as a charts fan, I really miss those times. So I really personally hope the best for her.
yeah, me too. I'm rooting for her to have another success with another song and an album. So I'm very curious on how this song is gonna sound like, whether it's gonna
Yeah,
be a huge hit or not, and what she expects. Is she happy? Is she gonna embrace this era? So last to think about and lots to see. So can't wait for it to
Yeah,
be released. We're gonna talk about it
yeah,
next week, hopefully.
yeah, definitely,
Uh,
definitely.
and
Wow,
Grammy nominations are coming. Oh yeah, you're gonna say something.
definitely. Oh, well, yeah, I was going to talk about Grammy nominations too. Wow, that's definitely going to be super interesting.
Yeah, on Friday, the nominations are gonna be announced, and we're gonna be talking about them next week. Uh, we're expecting Lady Gaga, Sabrina Carpenter, Kendrick Lamar, who else? Best New Artist nominees like Olivia Dean,
Yeah,
Summer,
yeah, yeah.
uh,
Alex
The Ordinary
Warren.
Giant,
Yeah,
Alex Warren, yes.
yeah,
Uh,
uh,
yeah, we're gonna be talking
definitely.
about the misses, the snubs. So it's gonna be an exciting week.
Wow. So, I mean, it's kind of almost time uh, for a lot of things. I mean, for Grammy nominations and for Christmas,
Yeah,
as
we should talk
Mariah Carey
about
stated.
Christmas.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
finally
Because,
time.
as also Taylor Swift says in Evermore, Gray November, I've been down since July because I was expecting Christmas. I mean, of course, she doesn't talk about the Christmas part, just the
Yeah.
down since July part. But yeah, I really love that November first feeling.
Exactly, and the Christmas songs are back on all of the charts and higher than last year's positions, probably because of the fact that the streams are a bit lower this year, and there are less hits this year, so they got fewer competition. Of course, All I Want for Christmas Is You is leading the pack, and Last Christmas and Have Yourself a no, that's not the song. Rocking Around the Christmas Tree by Brandy
Yeah,
Lee.
yeah,
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 those three are leading the pack. So I think with Halloween over, we're gonna be seeing them on Hot 100 as early as next week. And speaking of Halloween, we're gonna be seeing Thriller back to Hot 100
yeah.
and Top
The
10
Halloween impact.
probably. Yeah, we're gonna be seeing some holiday season on charts, and we're excited about it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's probably we're going to see like two also Halloween songs and Hot 100 based on the prediction. Also, we're going to see, Michael Jackson back in the upper echelons of Billboard 200, probably based on predictions of his daily doubles. So, I mean, the holiday season and with Halloween, after Halloween, I mean, it's always super exciting. Can't wait to start the season.
Exactly, we're gonna be seeing the effects next week, and the Grammy nominations effect if there are gonna be any. So yeah, it's gonna be another exciting week. Please stay tuned. And like we said,
Yeah.
follow us on our social media accounts, and don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel, and follow us on our Spotify and Apple podcast accounts as well. I had to say
Yeah.
this story.
Yeah,
So
definitely. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. And it's definitely great always to exchanges with you. Looking forward to hear what you think. Have a great
yeah,
day and week.
see you next week.